So we are going to continue with the next part of matrices and determinants multiple choice questions. In the previous class, we have done up to question number 11. So today we are going to start with question number 12. A, B, C are three complex numbers. They belong to the set of Z. And A square plus B square plus C square is 0. We are given a determinant. Looking at the determinant, we have to answer the following part. And we have to select one of the options. So I will write the determinant on the board. The determinant is, in the first row, I have B square plus C square, AB, AC, AB, C square plus A square, BC, AC, BC, A square plus B square. This determinant delta is equal to K times A square, B square, C square. Then K is equal to, you have to find. So in order to solve it, we are using first A square plus B square plus C square equal to 0. And now I will write the determinant as B square plus C square. I can write as minus A square, AB, AC, AB, C square plus A square. I can write minus B square, BC, AC, BC, and A square plus B square. I can write minus C square. So this is equal to K A square B square C square. Now, from the common element from the first column, from the second column, and from the third column, that is A, B, and C, I will pull out. Then I'm left with minus A, B, C, then A minus B, C, then A, B, and minus C. That is, from the first column, I have pulled out A. From the second column, I pulled B common. And from the third column, I pulled C common. I can take common from the row also. Whatever we want, we can take. Now again, from the first row, I will take A common. From the second row, I will take B common. And from the third row, I will take C common. So I will have A square, B square, C square. And then, seeing at the back, minus 1, 1, 1, 1 minus 1, 1, 1, 1 minus 1 equal to K times A square, B square, C square. Expanding this determinant, keeping A square, B square, C square outside, minus 1 into 1 minus 1, minus 1 into minus 1 minus 1, plus 1 into 1 plus 1 will give me K A square, B square, C square. I can remove A square, B square, C square on both the sides. So 0 minus 2 times minus 1 into minus 1. So it is plus 2. Again plus 2 equal to K. So in that way, K I'm getting as 4. Let's go to the Next question. Question number 13. Question number 13 is A is invertible matrix. B is orthogonal matrix. And C is A inverse B A. This C matrix is what kind of matrix we will see. So for example, we can prove this with an example. So let me take a matrix B which has to be orthogonal. So to be orthogonal, I will take the matrix as cos pi over 2, sin pi over 2, minus sin pi over 2, and cos pi over 2. When you put the values, it is 0, 1, minus 1, 0. And let me take A, an invertible matrix. That is 1, 3, 0, 1. This is invertible matrix. And then I have A inverse. A inverse very easily I can write 1, 1, minus 3 and 0. Both A and B I have to take same order. That is very essential. So now I can say A is invertible because you can see I have the inverse. So now what I will do is I will take B transpose. That is 0, 1, minus 1, 0, and 0, minus 1, 1, 0, which is 1, 0, 0, 1, which is I. So I can say B is orthogonal. How can I say A is invertible? Because A has inverse. How can I say B is orthogonal? Because B dash is I. Finding inverse for 2 by 2 matrix is very easy. Just copy 1, 1. The same 1, 1 we will copy. And actually, when you copy 1, 1, you have to reverse the order. This one should come here. This one should come here. And then for 3 and 0, you will take negative sign. That is 3 negative, 0 negative. That is how we get the inverse. Okay, now we have taken A invertible matrix and B orthogonal matrix. So we will take C, which is A inverse BA. That means A inverse is 1 minus 3, 0, 1. B is 0, 1 minus 1, 0. And A is 1, 3, 0, 1. So I will multiply. First, I will multiply these two. So I will get 0 plus 3. Here I will get 1 minus 0. Next, I will get 0 minus 1. Next, I will get 0 plus 0. And then 1, 3, 0, 1. When I multiply these again, 3 plus 0, 3. 9 plus 1, 10. Minus 1 plus 0, minus 1. I have to write here minus 1. So minus 1 plus 0 is minus 1. Minus 3 plus 0 is minus 3. So clearly the matrix C is not symmetric. Observing it, you can say it is not symmetric. It is not skew symmetric also. It is not orthogonal also. Why it is not orthogonal? Because CC dash is not I. If you want, you can check. CC dash is not I. So option D, none of these you have to select. I did not write the option, but I have written the options here. These are the options given. Symmetric, skew symmetric, orthogonal, none of these. Let's go to question number 14. The question number 14 is the number of values of k for which the linear equations 4x plus ky plus 2z equal to 0, kx plus 4y plus z equal to 0, 2x plus 2y plus z equal to 0 has a non-zero solution. Is okay, here it is saying that the equations must have non-zero solutions. That means when you make the determinant 4k2, k41, 2 to 1 of the coefficients, it should be 0. That means 4 into 4 minus 2 minus k into k minus 2 plus 2 into 2k minus 8 is equal to 0. Or solving it, 8 minus k square plus 2k plus 4k minus 16 equal to 0. Or k square, 4k plus 2k is 6k, but it becomes minus 6k. 8 minus 16 is minus 8, but it becomes plus 8 equal to 0. So I can factorize it as k minus 2 into k minus 4 equal to 0, or k is 2 comma 4. That means the values are 2. For k, we are having 2 values. That would be the answer. Let's go to the next question. Question number 15. If the trivial solution is the only solution of the system of equations x minus ky plus z equal to 0, kx plus 3y minus kz equal to 0, 3x plus y minus z equal to 0, the set of values of k we have to find. Now, because they are saying trivial solution, so some points I am telling you in the questions itself, which I did not tell you in the synopsis. Because they are saying that trivial solution delta will not be equal to 0. Take the coefficients 1 as determinant. 1 minus k1, k3 minus k, 3, 1 minus 1, that is not equal to 0. Or take the determinant 1 into minus 3 plus k minus k into minus k plus 3k plus 1 into k minus 9 is not equal to 0. Minus 3 plus k square minus 3k square plus k minus 9 is not equal to 0. Minus 2k square I will write as plus 2k square Plus 2k, I will write minus 2k, and minus 12, I will write plus 12, not equal to 0. Or k square minus k plus 6. K square minus k plus 6 is not equal to 0. You can factorize it. K minus 3 into k plus 2 not equal to 0. K is not equal to 3 and minus 2. That means k can be any real number except 3 and minus 2. One second, I made a mistake while writing the equation from the previous page. I should have written plus k. So k plus 3 into k minus 2. And I should have written, one second. Let me see. The determinant I will be getting minus 2k square plus 2k square. 2k minus 2k minus 12 plus 12. Yeah, correct. Sorry, we are correct. So k square minus k plus 6 not equal to 0. K minus 3 into k plus 2. Something is wrong. Maybe the determinant. Minus 3 plus k minus k plus 3k. Yeah, here it is. K minus 9. So minus 3 plus k square minus 3k square, k minus 9. So what are we getting here? Let me erase it and write clearly. So we are getting minus 12 plus 2k minus 2k square not equal to 0, or 2k square minus 2k plus 6 not equal to 0, plus 12, or k square minus k plus 6 not equal to 0. I think the question itself is wrong. Somewhere the question is wrong because we must get a proper equation so that we can factorize it. Here it must be plus k. I understood. Where the question is wrong in finding the determinant. Okay. So this should be plus k. Minus 3 plus k while finding the determinant, minus k square plus 3k square plus k minus 9 not equal to 0. 2k square plus 2k minus 12 not equal to 0. Or k square plus k minus 6 not equal to 0. K plus 3 times k minus 2 not equal to 0. K is not equal to minus 3 and 2. So k belongs to set of real numbers except minus 3 and 2. This is the set of values of k. Sorry, I took a long time. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Question number 16. Let P and Q be 3 by 3 matrices. P is not equal to Q. If P cube is equal to Q cube and P square Q equal to Q square P, then determinant of P square plus Q square equal to. That is what they've asked. So you must be ready to solve whatever question it is being asked. We are given P cube equal to Q cube. We have to use this. And we are given P square Q equal to Q square P. So I will subtract both the equations. P cube minus P square Q equal to Q cube minus Q square P. Then I will take P square common. So P minus Q. Q square common. So Q minus P. And then I will write both on one side. P square into P minus Q plus Q square into P minus Q equal to 0. Take P minus Q common. You will have P square plus Q square equal to 0. So I can take P square plus Q square equal to 0. Or determinant of P square plus Q square equal to 0. That's how we have done question number 16. Next, coming to question number 17. If SK matrix is given to you as 1K, 0, 1, K belongs to set of natural numbers, then S2 power N into SK inverse, what it is equal to. That is what it is being asked. You are given options and I have to write the options. S2n plus K minus 1. S2 power n plus K minus 1. S2 power n minus K. S2 2n minus K. So which of the options are correct? Let's see. We will start with S2 first. Using the given, S2 will be 1, 2, 0, 1. Now we will see what will be S2 square. That means you have to multiply 1, 2, 0, 1 with 1, 2, 0, 1. So you will get 1 plus 0, 1. 2 plus 2, 4. 0 plus 0, 0. And the last one, 0 plus 1 is 1. Next, we will see what is S2 cube. That means 1401 I will multiply with 1201. Then what will I have? 1 plus 0 is 1. Then I'll have 2 plus 4. S2 cube means I will take S2 square and multiply with S2. So I'll have 1 plus 0 and then 2 plus 4, that is 6. 0 plus 0, 0. And then 0 plus 1, 1. Next I will find S2 power 4. That means I will take S2 cube and multiply with S2. So I'll have 1 plus 0, 1. 2 plus 6, 8. And then 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 1, 1. Look at the pattern I have. When it is S2 power 1, what I have? When it is S2 power 2, I have 1, 2 times 2, 0, 1. When it is S2 power 3, I have 1, 2 into 3, 0, 1. When it is S2 power 4, I have 1, 2 into 4, 0, 1. So if it is S2 power n, according to the pattern, it will be 1, 2 into n, 0, 1. This will be S2 power n. And next I have to find Sk inverse. Because Sk is given to me as 1k01. When I find Sk inverse, I told you what to do. This one will go here and this one will come here. And then k will change the sign as minus k. 0 sign will remain the same because 0 doesn't have any sign. So as per the question, I have to multiply S2 power n and Sk inverse. What did I get for S2 power n? 1, 2n, and then 0, 1. This is 2n. And then I am multiplying 1 minus k, 0, 1. So on multiplication, I will get 1 plus 0, that is 1. And then 2n minus k or minus k plus 2n, anything. 0 plus 0, it is 0. And then 0 plus 1, it is 1. So I can say it is S 2n minus k. I can go for option D. Next, question number 18. A is the matrix 1, 0, 0, 2, 1, 0, 3, 2, 1. U1 and U2 are column matrices. It's given that U1 and U2 are column matrices. We will take U1 and U2 as column matrices. It's given in the question. So AU1 is the matrix 1, 0, 0. AU2 is the matrix 0, 1, 0. Then we have to find what is U1 plus U2 equal to. What type of matrix we will get. Okay, because U1 and U2 are both column matrices, it is obvious that U1 plus U2 also will be a column matrix, and let it be XYZ. So our work is to find XYZ. Now AU1 plus AU2 will be equal to, taking A common, U1 plus U2. So AU1 is 1, 0, 0. AU2 is 0, 1, 0. And here I will take A into U1 U plus U2 is XYZ. So I will get 110 as A into XYZ. I have to write what is A now. So 110 equal to A matrix. A matrix is given to me 100, 210, 321 into XYZ. So I'll write 110 equal to, I will multiply 1 into X remaining zeros. Then the next 2 into X plus Y. Next I will have 3X plus 2Y plus Z. So equating, I can write X equal to 1, 2X plus Y equal to 1. Because X equal to 1, 2 plus Y equal to 1 and Y equal to minus 1. Now I have 3X plus 2Y plus Z equal to 0. Because X equal to 1, 3. Because Y equal to minus 1, minus 2. Plus Z equal to 0. So Z will be equal to minus 1. That means I got U1 plus U2 matrix as 1 minus 1 minus 1. That means it is option C actually. I did not give you the options. Okay, question number 19. P is given as the matrix 1 alpha 3, 1 3 3, 2 4 4. This P is actually adjoint of a 3 by 3 matrix A. That means P is nothing but adjoint of A. That is what is given. And it's given that determinant of A is 4. Then we have to find what is alpha equal to. That's the question. Okay. So, because P is equal to adjoint of A, we will find determinant of P. That is, we will find determinant of adjoint A. 1 alpha 3, 1 3 3, 2 4 4. This determinant we are going to find. So when you find this determinant, you will get 1 into 12 minus 12, which is 0, minus 2 into 4 minus 6, that is minus 2, plus 3 into 4 minus 6, again minus 2. That is, we are getting 4 and then minus 6. Oh, by mistake, I have taken this alpha as 2. So I have to correct it slightly. I thought alpha is 2. Okay, so I have 1 into 12 minus 12, 0, minus alpha into 4 minus 6, that is minus 2, and then plus 3 into 4 minus 6, that is minus 2. So I have 2 alpha minus 6, or 2 into alpha minus 3. Now we have a formula or property that determinant of adjoint A will be determinant of A whole square, because it is 3 by 3 matrix. 3 by 3 matrix means here I have to take 3 minus 1 because the order is 3 according to the formula. So 2 into alpha minus 3, determinant of A is 4 square, or alpha minus 3 is 16 by 2, alpha minus 3 is 8 or alpha is 11. This is how we got the value of alpha. So actually we have done enough practice with these, but we can go to some more problems. We can practice some more problems for betterment. So let us start some more questions. I'll begin with question number 1 now, because this is extra practice. As many as possible, we will do it. So question number 1 is, A is a 3 by 4 matrix and B is a matrix such that A dash B and BA dash both are defined. Then order of B we have to find. B matrix, what is the order? That is the question. So how will you proceed? It is given that A matrix is of order 3 by 4. Only thing is we don't know the order of B matrix. So we will start with, let the order of B matrix be P by Q. Okay, slowly we will come now. Order of A matrix is 3 by 4 means order of A dash will be 4 by 3. Now, because A dash B is defined, that means I can multiply A dash 4 by 3 and B P by Q. That means what should be P? P must be equal to 3. Next, BA dash is defined. That means when I multiply B of order P by Q, of course, P I got it as 3. I can put 3. And A dash of order 4 by 3. Then Q must be 4. So I can say order of B is P by Q. That is 3 by 4. It's normal, simple concept. Only thing is you must relate. Okay. Next, we will go to question number 3, not 2. If I is 1001 and j is 01 minus 10 and b is cosine theta sine theta minus sine theta cos theta, then b equal to, how can I write b? Options are given, but we will do without options. So first, I will take B matrix, that is cosine theta, sine theta, minus sine theta and cosine theta. I will write as cosine theta into 1001 plus sine theta into 01 minus 10. That means I will write it as cosine theta I plus sine theta j. If you want, you can verify. You can see if I multiply and add, will I get this or not? You can check it. Next, we will go to question number 5. If A is a square matrix, then A minus A dash is, whether it is a unit matrix, null matrix, or A itself, or skew symmetric matrix. That is what we have to find. Only this is given. I can say that A minus A dash will be a skew symmetric matrix. I can easily say it is skew symmetric matrix. How did I get it? Because if you take A minus A dash whole dash, it will be A dash minus A dash whole dash. That is, it will be A dash minus A. Or it is minus of A minus A dash. For this reason, I'm saying that it will be a skew symmetric matrix. Okay, let's go to question number 7. If A is symmetric, A is a symmetric matrix, as well as skew symmetric matrix. It is symmetric as well as skew symmetric matrix, both. Then what can you say about A? Is A diagonal matrix, null matrix, unit matrix, or triangular matrix? What kind of matrix it is? That is what you have to tell. So for that, because A is symmetric, it's given. I can say A will be equal to A dash. Because A is skew symmetric, what can I say? A will be equal to minus A dash, or A dash will be equal to minus A. Anything. So from this, what can I say? A dash is equal to A and A dash equal to minus A. So I can say A equal to minus A. Or I can say 2A will be equal to 0. Or A will be equal to 0 matrix. That means null matrix. Only null matrix can be both symmetric and skew symmetric. Let us go to question number 9. In question number 9, A and B are skew symmetric matrices of order n. Then the options are A plus B is, they are talking about A plus B. So what type of matrix is A plus B? Options are A plus B is skew symmetric, symmetric, diagonal, or 0 matrix. What it is, we have to find that. I'm not writing the options because easily you can remember the options. So what I will do is I will take A plus B dash. I'll start with this. So it will be A dash plus B dash. Because A is skew symmetric, A dash will be minus A. Because B is skew symmetric, B dash will be minus B. So we will have minus of A plus B. From this, what I can say, A plus B is also skew symmetric. So you can have this option. This option we have it. Let's go to question number 11. Question number 11 says if A and B are square matrices of same order, then A plus B whole square equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square if what? If AB equal to BA, first option is if AB is equal to BA. The second option is A equal to minus B. Third option is A equal to B dash. And fourth option is 2A equal to minus B. Clearly, I know option A will be the answer, but I will see. I'll make you do this. So if you take A plus B whole square, that means if you take A plus B into A plus B, you will get A square, first A square. Actually, I wanted to write like this. But anyways, so first I will write A square plus AB plus BA plus B square. In order to get 2AB, I should take BA also equal to AB. Then only AB plus AB I will get 2AB. And then as per the question, I can have A square plus 2AB plus B square. So as I told you, option A will be the correct one. So some questions easily using the logic you can guess. Question number 13. If the determinant of 1 plus x, 1 minus x, 1 minus x, 1 minus x, 1 plus x, 1 minus x, 1 minus x, 1 minus x, 1 plus x is equal to 0, then x equal to, you have to find this. So let us start with what they gave us in the determinant. But before that, I will apply some operations. What is the operation is I will add C1, C2, C3. By doing this, C1 will change. What will it have? 1 plus x plus 1 minus x plus 1 minus x. 1 minus x plus 1 plus x plus 1 minus x. 1 minus x plus 1 minus x plus 1 plus x. Whereas the remaining will be same. There will be no change in the remaining. Now, why am I doing this? You will come to know in the next step. I will have 3 minus x. Everywhere I'm having 3 minus x, 3 minus x. Something in the whole column I have common. So if I have common like this, what is the use? I can take 3 minus x common. Then left is 1, 1, 1. 1 minus x, 1 plus x, 1 minus x, 1 minus x, 1 minus x, 1 plus x. This is what I have. So when I set 3 minus x to 0, one value of x I got as 3. Then I will take the determinant again. I have to set the determinant also 0. So I will have 1, 1 minus x, 1 minus x, 1, 1 plus x, 1 minus x, and 1, 1 minus x, 1 plus x equal to 0. I have to set the determinant also equal to 0. So first I will apply R2 minus R1. So R2 will change. R1 will remain same. R1 will be same. R2 minus R1 will be 1 minus 1. 1 plus x minus 1 plus x. Then 1 minus x minus 1 plus x. I will apply R3 minus R1 also. So R3 also will change. 1 minus 1, 1 minus x minus 1 plus x, 1 plus x minus 1 plus x equal to 0. So in that way, I will have 1, 0, 0, 1 minus x, and then here I have 2x, here 0. Then here I have 1 minus x, 1 and minus 1 will cancel, x and minus x will cancel, and then here I have 2x. Now it is easy to expand the determinant because I will have 1 into 4x square minus 0 minus 1 minus x into 0 minus 0 plus 1 minus x into 0 minus 0 equal to 0. So just I have 4x square equal to 0 or x equal to 0. So I got two values for x equal to 0 and 3. Let's go to the next question. Next question I will take is question number 15. I have to find the value of the determinant 1, 1, 1. A, B, C. A cube, not A square. A cube, B cube, C cube. And there are many options. One of the options I must get. Okay. Let us start taking the determinant. And I will take C2 minus C1. So C1 will remain same. Here I'll have 1 minus 1, B minus A, B cube minus A cube. At the same time, I'll take C3 minus 1, C1 also. C3 minus C1, 1 minus 1, C minus A, C cube minus A cube. That is, I'm getting 1, 0, 0, A, B minus A, C minus A, then A cube, B cube minus A cube, C cube minus A cube. This is what I have. Next, I have to modify this. So what I will do is I'll take 1, 0, 0, A, B minus A, C minus A cube. Here I will B cube minus A cube, I'll write B minus A into B square plus BA plus A square. And C cube minus A cube, I'll write C minus A into C square plus CA plus A square, the formula. So that from column 2 and column 3, I can take B minus A and C minus A common. So 1, 0, 0, A 1, 1, A cube, B square plus BA plus A square, C square plus CA plus A square. This is left. So now I can take the determinant. I can write B minus A into C minus A and then 1 into 1 into what? When I multiply this minus this, what will I have? C square plus CA plus A square minus B square minus BA minus C square. Minus A square, sorry. Let me see the previous page. Minus B square minus BA minus A square. Yes. So A square and minus A square will cancel. So I'm left off with B minus A, C minus A into what is left? C square plus CA minus B square minus BA. This is left. So I can write B minus A into C minus A. I can group up C square minus B square and CA minus BA. I can group up like this. That is because I can write C square minus B square as C plus B into C minus B. And I can take A common, so C minus B. Now I can take C minus B common, so I have A plus B plus C. So in the option, I will be selecting this one. And it is there in the option. So I think we can do one more question and end the class. So next question I will select is question number 17. I'm not doing all, I'm doing only one. F of x is a polynomial and it is given as half into determinant of f of x, f of 1 by x minus f of x, 1 and f of 1 by x. And f of 2 is given as 17. We have to find what is f of 5. So we will be using the given information from the question. So as per the question, I can take f of x as the determinant. So 1 by 2 into f of x into f of 1 by x minus f of 1 by x plus f of x. This is what I can take. I have taken the determinant. Nothing else. This is what I have taken. F of x is a polynomial. I know f of x is a polynomial. That's given. Now, f of 2 is given as 17. So if I put x as 2, f of 2, 1 by 2, f of 2, f of 1 by 2 minus f of 1 by 2 plus f of 2. This is given as 17. So I can write f of 2 as 17. 17 into f of 1 by 2 minus f of 1 by 2 plus 17 is equal to 17. Or 17 into f of 1 by 2 minus f of 1 by 2 plus 17 equal to 34. Or when I combine this, 16 into f of 1 by 2 equal to 34 minus 17, which is 17. Or f of 1 by 2 is 17 by 16. This is what I got. But I have to find what is f of 5. So for that, I have to follow something, a polynomial order. Let us follow that polynomial order. Because I have f of x equal to 1 by 2 into f of x into f of 1 by x minus f of 1 by x plus f of x. I can write 2 into f of x equal to f of x into f of 1 by x minus f of 1 by x plus f of x. Or still simplifying it, 2f of x minus f of x will be f of x, and then plus f of 1 by x equal to f of x into f of 1 by x. This is the formula kind of thing. Now, because f of x is a polynomial, it will be something of the kind a naught x power n, a1 x power n minus 1, so on, a n minus 1 x and plus a n. Like this I have. For f of x. So if I put this in this polynomial, so what I will have? F of x is a0 x power n plus a1 x power n minus 1, so on, a n minus 1x plus a n. And then plus f of 1 by x. What will be f of 1 by x? Here in this f of x only, if I put 1 by x. So I will have a naught by x power n plus a1 by x power n minus 1. So on, plus a n minus 1 by x plus a n. And that is equal to, again, f of x, a0 x power n, a1 x power n minus 1, and so on, a n minus 1x plus a n into f of 1 by x. That is a0 by x power n, x power n. a0 by x power n plus a1 by x power n minus 1, so on, a n minus 1 by x plus a n. This is what I have. So if you compare the coefficients on both the sides, what do you have? Various coefficients you have to compare. Like if you compare the coefficients of x power n, or if you compare the constant terms, or if you compare the coefficient of x power n minus 1, comparing various coefficients like a0, an. You are comparing a0, an, coefficient of x power n on the left side, and coefficient of x power n on the right side. What's the coefficient of x power n on the right side? That will be a0. Isn't it? Anything. For instance, You take coefficient of x power n. You are taking coefficient of x power n. Okay? On the left side and right side. So left side, what do you have? Coefficient of x power n. Just see. You have a0. Nothing else. On the right side, what do you have? Coefficient of x power n. You have a0, an. So from this, you can write an will be equal to 1. Similarly, the other coefficients also you can multiply. You can take. Like you can take coefficient of x power n minus 1. What is coefficient of x power n minus 1? On the left side, it is a1. On the right side, what will you have? Coefficient of x power n minus 1. a0, an minus 1 plus an, a1. Already you know an is 1. So what you'll have? a1 equal to a0, an minus 1 plus a1. a1 will cancel. 0 you will have. So a0, an minus 1 is equal to 0. Implies an minus 1 is 0. Similarly, on comparing coefficients, you will get an minus 2 equal to 0. So on, a1 equal to 0. If you take the constant terms, what are the constant terms you see? On the left side, constant term is an plus an. Finally, 2an. On the right side, what are the constant terms? An square, a0 square, a1 square, a2 square, like that. a0 square, a1 square, a2 square, and so on up to an square. This is what you have. Because except an, the remaining all are zeros. We have just an equal to 1. An equal to 1. Remaining all an minus 1, an minus 2, a1 we got 0. a0 square we don't know. Equal to an is 1, so 2. That means a0 square you got it as 1 or a0 is 1. It can be plus or minus 1. So the function will be, you have a naught x power n. So 1 x power n or minus x power n. And then an, the last term, plus 1. So f of x will be any one of these two. And so f of 2, we have 2 power n plus 1, which is 17. 2 power n is 16. That means n is 4. Now they are asking us f of 5. 5 power n plus 1. 5 power 4 plus 1. 625 plus 1. 626. This is how we can find what they have asked. This is of course a difficult question, but go through it. Next class, again, we will do some more problems and then we can go to the new chapter. So with this, we end our class.